And I also found this one. Though our modern times have turned Christmas into a decadent consumption race, pushing everybody to go faster and to buy massively produced goods more and as much as possible, it's always our choice to join the race or to approach this beautiful moment of the year in our own terms, taking the time to unfold each day of December slowly and appreciate all its beauty, creating our own decors, embellishing our homes with care and joy, making gifts, baking, or taking the time to read Christmas stories. The ingredients of my perfect Christmas decor are a real tree, which smells so good, my own handmade paper decors, ribbons, fabric, cherished embroidered doilies made by my great-great-grandmother all found in brocante, which go so well with red velvet, some holly, candles, and fairy tales and characters of history. And for my decor, I don't buy anything but candles. Otherwise, everything comes from my home, my cupboard, or nature. Now for December, I always like to have some special reading, Christmas reading, and I found the very best book for me. I couldn't have dreamed of something better. I was hunting for something like that. And it is a book by my favorite historian now, G Lenotre. It's a book about Christmas. The title is Légendes historiques, Contes de Noël. Christmas fairy tales, historical legends. And it's a book he wrote for his two daughters, which use some anecdotes, some little stories of French history, and which take place during December and the Christmas and New Year's season. So I absolutely had to have it. So New Year's Eve, I think it's New Year's Eve or Christmas. Réveillon can be both for Christmas or New Year's Eve. So it's a word used for both. At Cambacérès, so Cambacérès is Napoleon's minister, so this already intrigued me. There another title which I was really intrigued, and I thought, the Noël de Fouquier-Tinville. So this one, I thought I had to read it. Fouquier-Tinville is the worst character of the French Revolution, and a Christmas at Fouquier-Tinville, I don't know what it is, but it's just very intriguing. So it's real stories, but I think he embellished them a little bit, and he make them readable for children too, so that was really intriguing. And of course there was also the Duc de Reichstadt's Christmas, who was Napoleon's son. It's him that you can see here, who was, he's 5 years old. It's a painting made by Gainsborough, and it's a little postcard of the painting. After Napoleon was no more an emperor, he had to live in Austria, and he died very young at 20 years old. His path is not really far from Marie Antoinette's son, and actually what is really interesting is that Napoleon's second wife was Marie Antoinette's niece, so he is related to Marie Antoinette and to Louis XVII, who had a really horrible ending. And it's a bit the same. He died from tuberculosis. He had a really sad life. He couldn't speak French. All his French toys, anything he had related to Napoleon was put away from him, taken away from him. And he was among strangers, and he was absolutely forbidden to speak French, to think about France, to think about Napoleon. So his father, that he loved a lot, and Napoleon loved him a lot. His mother didn't like him at all. So he had a really sad life, and I'm really curious to see what was his Christmas here. He says, I wanted to write this book hoping that the reading of these anecdotes would give you, at the age where you still need stories and fairy tales, would give you the curiosity and the taste for our history, which is more beautiful than any legends and more miraculous than any fiction. I love what he wrote. I just love that. So this is going to be my reading for December. In the studio, I'm finishing the Christmas printable stationery, which comes with 2 new printed cards that have just been delivered, and you're going to see all that in the next video. On the tree I don't add other lights but my paper lighted decors because I don't like LED lights. My absolute dream would be to have wheel candles because I just love the glow of wheel candles and I really don't like the fake lights. I have it for my paper decors, but there is paper which change a bit the vibrance of the light and it makes it more acceptable for me, but otherwise it's just too bright and too much. I don't like it. By the way, I would love to know if you use or you have used in the past or in your childhood some real candles on your tree. I know in some countries some people are still using real candles on their tree, so I would love to know if it's still something which is done around. Well, that must be pretty magical to have real candles on a tree. The December ritual I adore no matter what, even if I'm super busy, and I'm always super busy. But I always take the time to sit in the lighted, decorated living room with almost only candles, with a nice Christmas herbal tea, and read a Christmas story. So in my historical new book, each story is about 3 or 4, 5 pages, so it's just perfect even for a busy schedule to still take the time to enjoy a nice Christmas story and to really get in the mood of the season. So the deer from the Halloween workshop is still there because I think it looks really nice and festive for this season. He has been decorated with branches of holly, and holly has been added a bit everywhere in the entrance hall. The door of the corridor has some English paper cats which come from England. They have some ribbons and holly and they look really cute. I like to use these paper cats a bit differently each year, and this time they are in the entrance hall. The hat and the cello and violin come from the musical Christmas, and this time they are also for the first time in the entrance hall. course, my normal wreath. I try to add a few more things each year, but it's pretty much the same one than last year. I just added 1 or 2 things on it. Louise de France, Louis XV's daughter, has to have her festive touch, so she has a bit of holly and a ribbon on the frame. And the lighted book from the All Fairy Tale Christmas has found its place on the bookshelves. On the fireplace there is the winter carousel, the nutcracker, a doll. There is this horse ornament which I think blends really well with the clock, the ginger houses garland also, which is, well, perfect here. I try to have it in other places, but it's really perfect here. And an engraving of the son of Napoleon, because I'm going to read his Christmas this year, so he has his place on the mantle. I will continue to read my Christmas books, so mainly the historical ones, which are very short stories, fairy tales, so it's perfect for each night, and I've started to do that, and it's really wonderful to read 4 or 5 pages of historically inspired stories. I think some are true, some are a little embellished, some are invented, but it was the perfect book for me because I was dreaming of something like that, but with Napoleon, the revolutionary characters, and a handful of characters from the 19th century, it was perfect, absolutely perfect for me. And I can't wait to continue. I've started one with Napoleon, which comes to surprise a young child for Christmas in Austria who was immigrated after the revolution and was dreaming to having French little toys to play with, little soldiers. He will have more than that. He will have Napoleon himself and his generals and his horses. So a quite fun story. And I also found this one, which I had the idea visiting my friend Gaëlle, that you have seen in another video earlier this autumn. And you can ask her on her channel because she has a lot of wonderful books, and I told her she should do videos about all the recent finds whether she gathered from her family or she found in shops, and they were really good ones. And she had this one, Les Contes Bleus, the blue fairy tales, and I found it in a shop, local shop over here. And it's really a nice one. I think it's a little inspired by Andrew Lang, who did fairy tales with colors like the blue fairy tale book or the orange fairy tale book. So I think the author was inspired by this one. It's a French author, and he gathered a collection of fairy tales from around the world. Quite nice one, and it's supposed to be read for Christmas. He writes something really nice at the beginning, and I love that. Voici le temps de Noël, c'est la semaine des enfants. Here is Christmas time. It is the week of children. They are the kings of family, and like tyrants, which are also spoiled children, they are taking advantage of their power, which hopefully only lasts for 8 days, which is interesting. This time where in the 19th century or early 20th, children were it was really their time for Christmas to do a bit what they wanted. So I have these 2 books on top of other ones because I'm still in my Balzac moment, and I think I'm going to stay with Balzac for a long, long time because he has written so many novels. So I have 1 foot in the reality of the 19th century right now and 1 foot in Christmas, historical Christmas. Let me know if you have already finished to decorate your home, your garden, your door, or everything. As you can see, I didn't finish. I still have to finish to decorate the mantle here above the mirror. I'm not happy with that. The kitchen is not finished. The windows and the balcony are not finished. And I still have a lot of autumn flowers. My chrysanthemums, when you keep them year after year, they bloom later and they stay in bloom for a long time. nothing happens. So it's all yellow. Doesn't go very well for Christmas. I put him a little aside, but I think last year it bloomed till the end of January. It bloomed for a very long time. So that's the thing, when you have a balcony, you can't put away your flowers. So it's not super Christmassy. So I still put it there, because after all, they deserve to be still there. They are brave. They are blooming for a long time, but they're not red. They're yellow. So I'm still going to try to do something more Christmassy for the balcony. I didn't do anything yet on the garden side, in the bedroom. My kitchen is a bit a mess, because I removed all the mess from the living room and put it in the kitchen, and now I need to clean all that. And the Christmas printable stationery is coming in a few days. I have received the Christmas cards already, so if you like to write Christmas letters, Christmas cards, correspond during this time of year, you will have little fun things to add to your collection. So I will tell you more about that in the next video. Well, don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss all the nice Christmas videos coming. There are many coming this year, and you can give a thumbs up if you appreciated what you saw. And as always, I thank you for all your kind messages and your encouragements under all my videos. I appreciate them a lot. They motivate me. They give me a bit of extra energy, and I'm really grateful that you take the time to write them in this chaotic world where everybody is in a hurry. Those who take the time to write nice messages, well, I really appreciate you for doing that. So thank you very much, and I hope you have a very happy and joyful beginning of December. See you in the next video.